Hey guys, the energy for today is talking about looking at the bigger picture, man. Look at the bigger picture. So simply put, when we start really becoming invested in the things that we are wanting to attract into our lives, we micromanage it a little bit. We want to make sure that every single movement aspect is going according to plan. We don't know how to drop things down and let it go. But sometimes what it is that we're asking for, calling for, requires for us to look at the bigger picture. What this most likely means when you have to look at the bigger picture is understanding that right now may not be the best times for me to do work, for me to operate under. Right now may not be the best time for me to be able to put forth actions. Right now may not be the time where I will see rewards for my actions. Right now may not be that time. This may be the time where I am nurturing the energy that I have, and I am making sure before I send it out into the world that it is out and it understands what it's going out there to do. It's understanding what I intend to receive. Like, all of this is set in stone and understood. So looking at the big picture and thinking about the big picture. So say you just made a decision yesterday that you are going to do something that you've been wanting to do for a while. Understand that at that moment that you have that thought, you are maybe 5 to 10% from 100% completion. So just because we start to think something in that moment, we have to apply energy consistently over time. Whatever that time is, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months, we have to apply this time. And as we do so, we do not focus so much on micromanaging and making sure that everything goes according to plan, because one, we don't know the plan. We're only being used as vessels to be able to walk through, gain messages, and hear the intuitive guidance. We get caught up in trying to make things work, make things happen, and that is when we find ourselves frustrated, overwhelmed, and not really feeling like we're confident in what we have going on. But let's just take some time to look at the bigger picture. So the bigger picture for you could be that you want to complete a course of study. You want to get a bachelor's, get a PhD, get whatever higher learning education that you choose. What you have to understand is we all understand that you don't just get your diploma because you did the administration papers. You have to actually go through the process in order to be redeemed worthy of acquiring this knowledge. So that's the same thing with our lives right now. Look at the bigger picture. Do you really have everything that you need right now? Are you wanting things to transform and change because it will make you feel better, or because it's what you really need for the long haul? Because just because you don't feel good right now does not mean there is not time reserved for you in the future where you will feel ecstatic. You will look back and wonder what happened. You will be so thankful and grateful that you didn't give up. Look at the bigger picture. Some things that are happening right now in our lives are not necessarily meant to throw us off our game, but only to call attention to where we're going. Make sure that everything is together. So you said you want this. So do you have your checklist ready to make sure that everything is in alignment? Because when things aren't in alignment, sometimes that's what we see, the shifting and the moving. But that's not an alarm for you. That's actually a sign that things are all working according to plan. Your prayers are being answered, they're being heard when things start moving. Listen to what the things are saying as they move. There are some areas and some rooms where we can grow, where we can learn, where we can really make sure we are 100% ready for when all of our ships come in. So if you are having a hard time right now, look at the bigger picture, sis and sir. There is something that is much larger than what you've been able to grasp with your mental capacity. I'm looking all out the window, UPS and Amazon, everybody getting their gifts, baby. I'm just looking, I'm nosy. But look at the bigger picture. What is it right now in your circumstances that is happening for the bigger picture, for the overall purpose. What things are being released, what things are being moved, what things are being reshaped, what things are taking new form. How can you allow those things to do what they do without being a hindrance to them? Journaling, writing, accepting what's happening, not trying to have an outcome for what's going to happen. Look at the bigger picture.